Hello everybody, welcome to the second episode of Pentesting 101, the series where we dive into practical cybersecurity and ethical hacking concepts step by step. In the last episode, we were concerned about cracking a Wi-Fi router and capturing WPA2 handshakes. In this episode, we'll be diving deep into some more penetration testing techniques and targeting a vulnerable virtual machine. Our target for today is going to be Metasploitable. It's a vulnerable Linux machine that is made specifically for security testing. This environment is a great resource for learning exploitation techniques and understanding how malicious actors can take advantage of misconfigurations and vulnerabilities. If you're new here, I would like to welcome you to my channel. My name is TC Prowler, and my goal here is to provide you with hands-on real-world insights into penetration testing, exploiting techniques, and securing systems. Everything done on this channel is done in a legal and controlled environment. The content presented in this video is for educational purposes only. I do not condone or encourage unauthorized hacking. Unauthorized hacking is illegal and can land you into serious legal trouble. Stay safe and play by the rules. Alright, before we jump into scanning Metasploitable, let's take a quick second to talk about what you should already know before going hands-on with this stuff. Don't worry, you do not need to be a cybersecurity expert or anything for doing so, but there are a few basics that will make everything a lot easier to follow. First up, Linux. Since both Metasploitable and most of our tools like Nmap, Metasploit, etc. run on Linux, you should be at least somewhat comfortable with the terminal and the command line interface. Next up, networking. You need to know the basics, like what's an IP address, what's a port. You need to know what protocols like TCP and UDP actually do. You also need a basic understanding of the OSI model and the TCP/IP stack. Now let us begin by actually acquiring the virtual machine we need for this episode. The virtual machine that we're going to use is Metasploitable. Metasploitable is an intentionally vulnerable target machine that is used for evaluating Metasploit and other penetration testing tools. It is a Linux-based virtual machine that contains several intentional vulnerabilities for us to exploit. It is a great resource for cybersecurity enthusiasts and other security researchers to hone their craft and practice their skills. It is essentially a penetration testing lab in a box. It is developed by Rapid7 and can be acquired from their website. I will be leaving a link down in the description below if you would like to follow along. Let us now download the actual virtual machine. As you can see, it is now downloaded. It comes in a zip file which needs to be extracted. After extracting your virtual machine, make sure to acquire the virtual machine disk file. Now, in order to run your virtual machine, you're going to need some kind of virtualization software. You can use Virtualbox, VMware, or QEMU. For this episode, to keep things simple, I'm going to use Virtualbox. Virtualbox is a virtualization software that is developed by Oracle. Let us now download the actual software. I'll be leaving a link for this software in the description as well. As you can see, all the downloads are available right here. You can download the package as per your platform. Whether you are on Windows, Mac OS or Linux, it's available on every single platform. After you've downloaded VirtualBox and opened the software, it should look something like this. Make sure to extract the Metasploitable file in order to acquire. Now from here onwards, we can just click on New. Over here, we can name our virtualization software. For keeping things simple, I'm just going to name it Metasploitable. When selecting the type of virtual machine you want, make sure to select Linux. And when selecting the version, make sure to click on Other 64-bit. Make sure to click on 64-bit and not 32. We can now click on Next. Providing it with 512 MB RAM and 1 core CPU is more than enough. Now instead of creating a new virtual hard disk, make sure to use an existing virtual hard disk. Click on Add, and then from there, make sure to navigate to your Metasploitable file. Over here, we can find metasploitable.vmdk. Use this disk image, and now we can click on Next. As you can see, the summary and configuration of your virtual machine can be seen over here. Make sure to match the configuration I have on my screen right now. Now that we're finished, we can power on our virtual machine. As you can see, we have now successfully opened Metasploit. The default credentials are provided on the website itself. The next phase of our video involves reconnaissance. Reconnaissance or recon is all about gathering as much information as possible about your target before launching an attack. Think of it as a detective collecting clues. In ethical hacking, we use recon to identify vulnerabilities without causing any harm. There are two types of recon: active recon and passive recon. Passive recon involves gathering information without directly interacting with the target, like checking public records or social media, while active recon involves directly probing the target and scanning it for open services or ports. Today we are focusing on active reconnaissance, and since this is a controlled lab environment, we can safely perform these scans without any legal or ethical concerns. After booting up your device, use the command ifconfig to find the IP address of your device. As you can see, this is the IPv4 address of your device. Our first tool for today is going to be Nmap or Network Mapper. It is a gold standard for network scanning. Nmap allows you to discover open ports, hosts, services, and even the type of operating system your target system is running. Let us now try to run a few basic scans and find the vulnerabilities present. Let us now try to run a TCP SYN scan. In the TCP SYN scan, our machine sends a synchronization packet to the target machine and waits for a SYN-ACK packet back. When it receives the SYN-ACK packet, instead of sending an acknowledgement packet back, it sends a reset packet, effectively dropping the connection and never completing it. Think of it as knocking on someone's door and running away. As you can see, we have now found a lot of open ports in our target machine. Let us now try to run a TCP connect scan. In a TCP connect scan, instead of sending a reset packet back when it receives the SYN-ACK packet, it actually sends an acknowledgement packet back, completing the TCP connection. This is a lot more intrusive and is more likely to be logged in the target machine. As you can see, we can find that only 3 ports are unfiltered or open. The rest of them are filtered TCP ports. Now, let us try to run a version-specific scan. Using Nmap, we can even find a certain version of the protocol that is running on our target machine. As you can see, after finding the available open TCP ports on our target machine, we can even find the specific version of that protocol running on our target machine. There are multiple things to be taken care of when running Nmap scans. Make sure to not run too many scans at once, or it may stress the target machine, which will make you vulnerable to discovery. Let us now try to run a UDP scan. Nmap sends packets to the target machine looking for the user datagram protocol ports. Now, one thing to note, a UDP scan is a lot slower than a TCP scan. This is because TCP is a connection-oriented protocol, while UDP does not care about synchronization or acknowledgement. As you can see, we seem to have found some common UDP ports available, but they seem to be closed. Now, another neat thing about Nmap is by looking at the available ports, hosts, and services of a target machine, it can even enumerate the operating system that the target machine is running. Unfortunately, due to the presence of multiple filtered ports, we could not fingerprint the certain OS running in our target machine. But that's not a problem. We have enough information to move on to the next phase of our attack. To wrap up today's video, we learned how to install Metasploitable and run it in a virtualization software like Virtualbox. We also learned the basics of Nmap and some simple scans. In the next video, we'll be learning more about these vulnerabilities and how to exploit them. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you learned something new today and liked what you just saw, please leave a like and comment down below about what you want to see next. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you do not miss out on any future updates. Until next time, my name is TC Prowler and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next video. Stay safe, stay secure.